Hi there, adventurers. It's your low-key Joe. If you wish to listen to our games live, you can join us on Tuesdays at www.twitch.tv/thegilddnd club. Our VODs are available on YouTube 2 days later and on Spotify the following week, and you can see some of our most memorable moments at Instagram and TikTok as well. And now, what you have all been waiting for. Let's step into the time waves, shall we?
Greetings and salutations, adventurers, and welcome back to yet another session of World of Warcraft: The Sands of Time, a Westmarches style game using the TTRPG system Legends in the Mist by Son of Oak, and set in the Warcraft universe by Blizzard Entertainment. I, your Guildmaster, yours truly, Aryn, will be your narrator for these bi-weekly adventures in the world of Azeroth and beyond. And today is our third, and most likely, if nothing out of the ordinary impedes us, will be our final session for this timeline, The Magic of Zin-Azshari. But before we progress any further, we do have to get that little disclaimer. Y'all know how we do things in here, so because you don't want to get in trouble with Blizzard and stuff like that. But yeah, this is an unofficial passion project and love letter from me to the Warcraft universe using a system that I identify with and that I really enjoy running. Son of Oak is not affiliated with, endorsed by, or sponsored by Blizzard Entertainment, and all trademarks, characters, and lore are the sole property of Blizzard Entertainment, Inc. And the game system belongs to Son of Oak Studios respectively. No copyright infringement is intended. If you wish to catch up with our campaigns, we have our latest episode currently available on our YouTube channel. You can find the link down below. And we post our VODs, or at least try to, 2 days after our live streams. As for announcements, we will be having Cartographer this week. So, Esnek, if you're on stream, praise the Lord, because Cartographer is back. But aside from that, this Thursday at 9:30 p.m. It's been 3 weeks, brother. I know. I'm sorry. Okay, life gets in the way. But this Thursday at 9:30 p.m. GMT, we'll be bringing something that we promised you a few weeks ago, but unfortunately, that schedule BBG kind of kicked our asses for the past few weeks. But the Curse of Strahd Reloaded Q&A stream will be happening. So if you have your questions for the players, the characters, the DM, or NPCs like Strahd, the link is in our Discord server. On the announcements, just click the link, ask away whatever you want, to whoever you want, and we will reply on stream and try to make it fun. Get a little bit of a test taste of what's coming for the second part of our main campaign in this channel. But yeah, aside from that, we're gonna be back on Book of Elrond this Friday, also at 9:30 p.m. GMT, as per usual. Yeah, that's pretty much it for announcements. Don't forget that you can listen to this campaign and all our other games on our Spotify or any other podcast listening platform that you use. Link is down below. And we post our podcasts 1 week after our live streams. And now, what you've all been waiting for, let's dive into the timeline, shall we? Well, hello, my dear players. This is what happened on our last session.
If I remember correctly, and I don't remember much, we got in a feud with a few Night Elves. Mm-hmm. After we went into another temple to investigate the problem we are currently investigating. And that was the last thing I remember from the last session.
Okay. Anyone else wants to add more information to this?
Well, we went to investigate. We saw some crystallized trees and animals. Then we followed into a cave. There was a fake wall. We kind of, sort of threatened / had a conversation with the guards. We figured out they were hired by Lord Valendis, who was someone close to Xavier's, which is not great. We went towards the lab. We had to deal with an arcane sentry, an arcane construct, and last thing I remembered it was that I got an arcane burn.
Mm-hmm.
The last thing I remember was that I got knocked out because I did a pull, and as true as a hunter, nobody got the aggro, so I got knocked out.
Blame it on the tank. Blame it on the tank. Sincerely.
Typical pull.
You didn't get knocked out. You just got wounded.
You're wounded. Actually, let me check everyone. Okay, so Jynky is wounded too at the moment. Okay. Lian has an arcane burn of 1. Mikhaila, you're the one with arcane burn 3.
Yes, sir.
Oh, yeah, I remember what we were doing. We were fighting someone.
Just so you know, like your statuses have like from 1 to 6. Like each tag is from 1 to 6. You at the moment have number 1 and number 3 scratched. If I attack you for like 2, that's the number 2 that gets scratched.
Oh, okay.
So it's. However, if I attack you for 3 again, since you already have 3 marked, it's always the box right to it that gets scratched. So it will be 4.
Okay.
Oh.
Yeah.
I got it.
We're a typical pug group in WoW, right? Like, no healer.
Everybody's poisoned.
Amazing.
Classical experience.
Okay. And our little Silurian, also arcane burn of 1. Wow,
Yep.
Perfect. Everybody is just fantastic. But yeah, last session we ended with Valendis, this highborn arcanist, almost like a second in command to Lord Xavius, who you, Mikhaila, and Silurian know of. Mikhaila probably knows him more personally than Valendis, given her highborn heritage. But yeah, you just see Valendis in that entrance and the entryway towards the corridor beyond the bridge. You just defeated this construct, this arcane construct that put a number on you. As he just looks at you. Well, that's certainly an unorthodox group. From what I can gather, I take it you're not here to aid?
Lord Valendis, do you might explain why does an arcane siphon lead here?
Well, there is an arcane siphon here, as per Lord Xavier's orders.
Why?
Well, I'm afraid it is confidential.
You're endangering the well. I cannot let this go.
But it seems you really are not here to help.
Of course not. I'm here to protect the
This
well.
is not
Whatever
my-
you're doing jeopardizes the entire city. Our people. Whatever you're planning, I cannot let you go through with it.
What we're doing here, Sentinel, will elevate us towards the stars. And unfortunately, the people I hire to keep this place safe seem to fall short of my expectations. They're cut loose ends, and he snaps his fingers. And the cave falls silent. And suddenly, like, as you're all waiting for something to happen, you all feel and see these motes of light that just rush from behind you towards the entryway of that corridor. These bluish, like ghostly substances, pure energy almost, just fly past you. And Mikhaila, as they move past you, you can faintly hear like the screams, the wails and moans of agony of a familiar voice, the captain of the guards that you just sent back. In just a fraction of a second, in this mote of light, it's almost you see his features as he just and gets sucked towards the corridor.
I would like to get up. I think I'm still on the floor, wounded. Is it possible, DM, to use my troll regeneration trait to try to regenerate?
I'd say, given your condition, I'd say I'll allow you to restore one of your wounded. So instead of wounded 2, you'll have wounded 1 for the moment.
That's nice. So I focus on myself, and a little bit of my wounds start stitching up, and I still get scars, but they start stitching up. And I want to turn to the group and say, that's some weird voodoo that just happened here. What were those faulty things passing by? Souls? Food? I want to take out also a cigar, start smoking the cigar.
Kill them.
So we have some kind of conspiracy here. Very interesting. What did I put myself into?
Well, we need to keep going.
I cannot answer that question for you, little Pandaren, but you'll be dealt with soon enough. After all, the process is almost complete, and Lord Xavius is not known for his patience. As he starts walking into the corridor, do any of you do anything?
I'm gonna call out him.
No, go ahead.
Potion.
Just raise my shield.
Okay, you raise your shield. Mikhaila, you're gonna do something?
I was gonna call for him. Lord Valendis, explain me just something before you go. If you may.
Kinda stops, looks at you.
You claim that we will reach for the stars right as you poison the land beneath our feet, as you drain it from its power. You have as much of a foolish man as you have of an arrogant one. How are we supposed to reach new heights if you're milking
If you're what?
the land dry?
Well, why don't you find out for yourself? And as he says this, you see his image just dissipates. As you understood that this wasn't a mirror image and not the real Valendis.
Mikhaila,
Yes.
I'm still a little bit wobbly from the fight. So that one wants our help?
No. He's a lunatic. He's working.
Next time we see him, we'll try to kill him?
It's not gonna be easy. But he's definitely not doing this land any good. But you see how he just killed the guards in what? A split of a second?
So maybe we need more firepower.
Or a little bit more brain.
Is there anyone we can try to have as an ally, or does anyone know who dragon to call at this hour?
Best I can do is call the guard, the protectors of the well. If I tell them what we found out, they might send, I don't know, a battalion. Hopefully. But
Can they bring healing potions
probably.
and some band-aids and I smoke a little bit more? That would be nice.
The problem is, do we even have the time to go back? He said this was almost finished.
As you say that,
What?
Valendis, you feel the cavern just rumble. As you feel the pulse of energy just coming from the corridor in front of you, just this gust of wind that just kind of smacks against you, makes your hair kind of just flow and flutter behind you. And you feel like the pressure start to build up. It feels almost electric in a way.
There's no time. I knock an arrow and start jogging ahead.
Okay, I follow.
I mean, not full on sprinting, but see if they follow too. But
Okay.
we have to
Jynky, you were gonna say something?
Yeah, I would call Ziva to my side and do the same thing, running up to him and yelling, maybe you should loot the corpses first.
There's only there's only the construct. It kind of blew up, so there's not a lot that you can gather. Like there's some metal parts, not really metal.
Would he have any kind of explosive on him that I could salvage with my engineering or something like that?
Make me a quick roll and add the tags.
Engineering, mechanical knowledge, curiosity.
Engineering, mechanical knowledge. Yep, that works. Roll for it.
Roll. Detail roll?
Mhm.
Okay, and just roll.
It'd be a quick roll, but it also works. It's okay.
Okay.
What did you roll? No, it's okay. So 13. So
12.
you
Because of the -1 of movement.
and no, it just. I mean, you're wounded. Your wound wouldn't really impede you to look for something, so it's fine. Don't matter the -1. So it's a 14, but then there's the scene tags that kind of drop you 2, so that's 12. It's still a success. I'd say you managed to find this shard of the core of the construct that kind of thrums a bit with leftover arcane energies. Kind of go to touch it and it kind of zaps you on the finger. You feel this little tingling sensation, kind of just shake it off. So you manage to, after a bit, just touch it as if something is really hot before you touch it. So you just touch. Okay, I can grab it. You just pick it up.
Yeah.
Maybe fashion an arrow or a grenade out of it.
Okay. You can do that pretty simply. I'd say you manage to get one of your arrows and you just tie a little rope. Yeah, just rope around it. Regardless, all of you follow suit into the corridor?
Yeah, otherwise we'll be busted.
And you shield up, Leanne, as you walk towards the corridor with your friends, companions. Mikhaila, you also follow suit. The burns on your arms are quite severe. It's like this burn that goes all the way up to your elbow. The sensation on your arms is of this, it's burning. But kind of with the rush of adrenaline, you kind of just shake it off and just walk forward. And you go through the alleyways, just take a turn, continue forward, go down some stairs, turn to a right, turn to the right, continue forward until you arrive at this large room. Think about it almost like a chapel of sorts, just large circular room with a round ceiling with an opening that kind of lets moonlight just shine through. And you notice at the center of this room, there's this device, this collection of 3 pillars or pylons that just thrum with arcane energy. All of them with large crystalline orbs at the top of each. The kind of arc, these arcs of energy just jump from one to another, kind of connecting them in a way. The air is charged with magical energy, Mikhaila. So for you specifically, since you are a magic user, I will grant you a beneficial tag.
Okay.
Okay, for some reason not being able to do it. But yeah, I'm going to give you Arcane Charged 2.
Okay.
So, actually, no, Arcane Charged 1, just for now.
Mm-hmm.
It can go up.
Okay.
So you feel like the magical energy just kind of starts coursing through you. Since you're more arcanely gifted than your peers, you already have this kind of connection with the arcane. You know where to draw from a source. So this place is so charged with arcane energy that they kind of just go towards you by itself. And with that, at the center of this device stands a man floating just a few feet above the ground. Night Elf, called Aryn, surrounded by this barrier, this like bluish, transparent barrier that just covers all of his surroundings, at least like a feet or two from his head and a feet or two from below his feet. Just this force field all around. And as you kind of look towards the pylons and to the person, from what you can see, it is Valandis. However, each pylon has another copy of him, probably a mirror image, like the one you just saw. And you notice something peculiar about one of them. There is this creature, this elemental creature made of stones. These stones are just protruding these arcane crystals that you've been seeing from time to time when coming here, except on plants and animals. And here it's a living being, an elemental. Well, an earth elemental, but from what you can tell, the crystals just grew on it, and it is chained to one of these pylons. It's alive, from what you can say, but you don't really know if elementals are alive or just active. They're not really a creature you're very accustomed to seeing. And you notice that these crystals seem to be powering one of these pylons, as that copy of Valandis on top of that pylon seems to be siphoning energies from it towards the crystalline orbs on each of the pylons. With that, as you approach, oh, Arcanist Apprentice, what you see is merely the start. Lord Xavius has made certain acquaintances that have promised us quite a lot. Let's just say I myself have been testing it for a bit. And as he kind of does this motion, you're used to arcane magic, like that pinkish, purplish light, or the blue arcs of lightning, or the flames created by it, or the ice. You can shape it, mages can shape it to a variety of things. But it's the first time you see this ticklish green flame on that kind of forms on Valandis' hands. It's kind of like looks into your eyes, and his eyes also flare in this green glow. I say it's quite intriguing. You want a taste?
Mikhaila is going to take a step back. She's going to avert her gaze from his eyes, and she's just going to say, intriguing is a curious word choice for a synonym of wrong. You're taking it from the animals, everything. This is just wrong.
That's just the law of the world. The weak get used to the strong taking what they need. And as he says that, there's like a small critter, a rat, in one of the corners of the room just skittering by as he just extends his hand, as you kind of just see this green flame that you just saw materialize extend from his fingers, grabbing the creature and as if draining its life force. The flame brightens into this like neon green, and you almost see like Valandis is like a middle-aged man for Kaldorite purposes. You almost see some of his wrinkles, like his chicken feet, kind of just fade away for a brief moment as he... Exciting. As you feel the earth thrum with power, the pylons send this like wave of power into one another and just converge at the center, and you see this purplish light emanate from the center of it, coursing towards the opening in the ceiling. There yet? Well, if you're not interested, I'm afraid our little conversation ends. I'm not entirely certain if you'll be able to leave here before this process concludes, but even if you did, nobody would believe you. Regardless, your next choice will define if you die or if you get a shot at staying alive. It's your choice.
During this talk, could I have blended into the shadows, if there was a shadow nearby?
Okay, roll me a detailed roll with the tags that you think might apply to it.
Well, I'm not sure how blending with nature fits here, since it's not nature, but I will add night elves and census. I will add the well itself to aid me, because I'm to protect the well. Should I add the arcane burn?
No, not needed for this. But
Are there any negatives?
Yeah, there's a negative of 2 at the moment.
Ah, right. All right. 8.
Okay, perfect. All right. So, with an 8, as you are blending into the shadows, you are, in the meaning of things, you are hidden. So I'm going to give you a tag of... Do you want to spend your power of 2 to... Actually, did you... D6, that was 8, plus 4, minus 2. Okay, still have 2 power to spend. So do you want to use it to give you a status of hidden 2?
Yes.
Okay, and let me just add that. Check and add now. There you go. Yeah. Hidden. Go, and we want this as a beneficial tag. Hidden. There you are. However,
yep.
As a consequence, as you are walking through the room, just sticking to the shadows, your companions don't even notice you. As you are walking, you kind of fail to notice this part of a magic sigil just carved on the floor.
Oh, shit.
And your arcane burn reacts to it. So it increases to 2 right now.
All right.
As it kind of just is attracted by your wound, and the arcane energies are attracted by your wound and just you suck it up and still hidden.
I
With
will
that,
bide my time till someone does something so I can act.
DM, just a sec. So
All right.
there's the bad guy with the fell flames, Then you said he has a construct nearby him that's connected to the pillars?
No. Not him. There's like... He is at the center, and then there are 3 like pylons, like 3 tower structures with the crystals on top. Each of them has one of his mirror image. So there's 3 copies of him, like 1, 2, 3. And one of them has this earth elemental with arcane crystals protruding from it, just chained to one of the pylons.
Okay. So we're all inside the room, and my dear colleague Silerian is shadow-whelmed, right? But we're all in the same room.
You're all in the same room, yeah.
I would like to yell Abomination and summon a big arrow of doom on top of the elemental and order Ziba to attack her with bestial wrath.
Let me just say, the elemental is not hostile. He's being chained. He's like chained to the tower, to the pylon without being able to move.
Okay, so still, I want to send Ziba then, on that case, to the bad guy.
He's floating like a few feet above the floor. Yeah. You can still hit him with an arrow, or try to.
Can I throw my spear against him?
I want to summon the big arrow of doom on top of his head. And I want to just start running, knocking the arrow, and just unloading everything as a hunter on him. And I want to order Ziba to attack the bad guy in case he gets near us.
Okay, so Ziba stands by. Lian, you throw your spear, so roll me a detailed roll with the stacks that you think it works. And Jynky, you also roll me for that arrow shot. For this, your wounded status will apply, so it's always a -1. And don't forget, you also have a -2 for the scene status that's going on.
Yeah, that's not on the target status, so we have to
you just roll and just subtract plus another 2.
Okay, I'm going to use my hunter, mobile archery, stringed weapons, and big arrow of doom. Okay, so can I do a detail roll or quick roll? Same thing?
It's a detailed roll. Yes, Kazama, you were saying?
Could I add the Jade Forest tag for some motivation, since this is affecting the land, even if it's not my land?
Okay, but I'll allow it. Yeah.
All right, thank you. So,
and I got 13.
13 with already the
with the -3.
And Lian with -1, so -2, so that's a 9. So it's a success with a consequence. So you still have 3 power, regardless. Actually, no.
This number is wrong, because I think he's already counting the arcane burn.
No, it's already counting the arcane burn. It's the -2 that we have from the scene that doesn't show up.
Oh, okay, all right.
Yeah. So basically, -2, you have a power of 3, so that gives you a power of 1. So you can still spend your power to give a status to something. In this case, I suppose you are going to throw it at the Night Elf at the center.
That's correct. Just remind me, what does it mean to add a status to something?
You basically say, well, I want to give him a status of wounded, and you spend 1 power in this case to give him wounded 1. The number is always, I would
in this
like case, to do that. He has a shield, so you gather that he might be invulnerable for the time being, so I'd say you can just try and destroy its shield, or try to keep destroying his shield, partly to weaken it.
Yeah, I can try to fracture the shield, yeah.
Okay.
I would like to do that.
And, and as you throw your spear, almost like a shadow, another arrow just follows it close behind. Jynky with 13, so Power of 4, so that gives you -3. That's a power of 1, so you still can also weaken the shield a bit further. So, do you want to weaken the shield? Do you want to give something else to this situation? What do you want to do with your arrow?
I want to weaken the shield. Yes.
Okay, then the shield is weakened by 2. With that, we are in quote-unquote combat. And taking into account that Lian succeeded with a bit of consequence. As you throw your spear, Jynky arrows flies through like a shadow behind it. Both of them hit the shield surrounding Valandis. And you you see the energy around it just kind of like when you throw a stone on the surface of a lake, you see it ripple and just see and you see it flicker for a moment. But you also notice Valandis' face go from this smug type of demeanor to more, you need to pipe the fuck down, and it kind of just extends his hands towards you, Lian, as you see 3 motes of arcane energy that just fly towards you. As you get...
That's an arcane missile. Interesting.
Yeah, pretty much. You get arcane burn 2.
To add it, or...
I already added it to your tag.
Oh, okay,
yeah.
Okay.
So you just and see these arcane missiles with this, taking this greenish tint as it kind of extends his hands towards you. They fly through the air as you are just coming back from your spear throwing pose. You're not quick enough to evade this, so you get hit on your shoulder, on your abdomen, and on your knee, and you kind of just fall a bit on your knees before you manage to get yourself back up. With that, Silarian, since Lian will probably be closer to you, you see the arcane barrage flying towards her, and you're in the shadows. So you take this moment of distraction from Valandis. What do you intend to do?
I'm going to approach the pylon that has the elemental chain.
Okay.
And I'm going to try to break the chain with my sword.
Okay.
I wish I had a hammer.
Well, last game for this, they did have a hammer.
Yeah. Goddamn dwarf.
So yeah, exactly. Make me a detailed roll with attacks that you think apply. Your hidden will always apply, so that's a +2 to your roll. It should apply automatically, right? At the moment. Yeah.
Right. See hope. Since it is a creature that is suffering by another one, I will add suffered by war.
Yep, that works.
I need to be fast, so excellent time management.
Works.
The well itself, I'm going to add my keen senses to see if I can find any weaker spot on the chain, and I think that's everything. I'm already subtracting 2 of the scene, and adding the hidden.
I'd say you can also add. You could also add Protector of the Well, but let's just see how that goes. It's okay. It's okay. 14. So 14, we can make it 15. It's already taking your arcane burn. I see the -2 since you have.
No. I did not add the arcane burn. I forgot.
No. It's adding automatically. So
no. That -2 I added because of the scene.
Ah, okay. But it's 6-3.
It's 13 with the protector.
Okay, perfect. 13. With the 13, you have a power of 13, you have a power of 4, so you can add a status or more, one status or more. It just depends on how do you want to divide your power. But you are attacking the chain, right?
Yeah.
With the 4, I'd say you'd be able to break it. So if you want to spend all 4 on it.
Yeah. I want to break the chain. Then while I break it, I say to the elemental, I have no idea if you can understand me, but if you want to take revenge, it's now. Attack him. We'll help you.
As you strike at the chain, you manage to get your sword in this weak link that binds the elemental. Not a very weak link, because Valandis is a guy that knows what he's doing. Yeah, he's not incompetent. It's just that this elemental probably has been thrashing around for so long that it has weakened a bit. So managed to just take advantage of that, just get your sword there, break it, and you see the elemental start to stir, like this collection of rocks, with this larger rock at the center, smaller one at the top with 2 coals kind of glowing as eyes towards you, as these floating arms of stone stand at its side. As he kind of looks at you, looks at Valandis, and just nods as he prepares to go towards Valandis. With that, Mikhaila, you see Aryn jumping out of the shadows, freeing the elemental. What is your course of action?
Is it visible that the shield around him is weakened?
Yeah, it is visible.
Okay, so I want to attempt to take a deep breath, focus, try to pick up if there's any specific sound on the shield, if it's any specific type of magic, and I want to use my dissonance to try to disrupt his mental focus and maybe bring down the shield.
Okay. Make me a detailed roll.
Okay. So, let me see, what can I add?
For this, I'd say your arcane burn does apply, because it's not a nice pain, and it kind of keeps you from actually being able to properly focus.
Yeah. I'm going to use Still Water's Mind and Stillness of Mind for the focus, my resonance, and my dissonance at the same time. Let me see if there's anything else. I have my notes. There's a lot of words I need to read a bit. Wait a second.
I'd say Arcane Seer could work.
Okay.
And Arcane Melody as well.
Okay.
And I'm going to say Sound Sensitivity will apply to this.
Okay.
Okay. Detailed roll?
Yeah, the Arcane Charged will add or subtract?
Actually, I know I'm able to. Arcane Charged. There you go. We can add it now. Like this. Let me just make it up. There you go. Okay, perfect. All right.
Okay,
let's
go.
Ooh.
Oh boy.
Ooh. Oh no.
Oh no.
Well.
Well,
it was great, guys. It was great playing with you.
You know, it's all right. It's all right. Okay. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. As you just try to concentrate on the arcane energy all around, it's like there's too much sound. Like there's like the vibrations on the room, the frequency of the magic all around you. It's almost too much for you to bear. And And then there's also the resonance from that green flame that Valandis is wielding. As your mind kind of connects with it. The arcane is orderly. It's like mathematical in a way. It's a magic that's used as if a maestro is conducting a precise sonata in an orchestra. There's order to it. There's equations. There's no place for chaos in a way. But this energy, this magic that he's wielding it's polar opposite. It's not orderly. It's chaos. It's how should I put this? It's unholy, even though you don't really find yourself a holy person, but it's not meant to exist. And you just feel sick by just being in the mere presence of it. As I'm going to give you another tag.
Fantastic.
Not arcane burn, but fell sickness.
Oh no.
As this is your first contact with fell magic. Just change it to a negative tag. There you go. But yeah, as you just fail to get that connection going, you see Valandis looking at you, raising an eyebrow. Pathetic. And he just extends his arm. And he goes to attack you with another arcane barrage. Since Jynky, you and Leon are the closest to Mikhaila at this moment, do any of you do anything to stop this?
I would like to ask if I can order Ziba to put herself between the Mikhaila and the burst that's coming, while I shoot him and the magic arrow that I looted from the golem.
Okay, I'd say this is a reaction, so you are able to tell Ziba to place herself between the hit that's coming towards Mikhaila. But I need you to make me a detailed roll for it to see if it manages to, with your power, just lower the effect on this attack.
I'll ask her to, in a rage, with your wrath, while she's roaring, to try to intimidate him to see if he fails. Intimidation roar, and also Ziba the Night Saber. Just rolls for her, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Since it's just Ziba, I'd say this.
So yeah, I think this would be the 3 that I would. She would not use stealth, so detail roll again. Okay, so do I subtract the -2?
You subtract the -2, yeah.
Or
you
3
just
in
want to
this
subtract
case,
the
right?
wounded because this is for Ziba.
So it's a 9.
A 9, okay. So with a 9, you still have since it's a 3, you still subtract 2, so you have a power of 1. You manage to mitigate part of the damage. Ziba takes a brunt of it. Not a brunt of it, but takes some of it. While Mikhaila, you get another tag. You can use Arcane Burn for this, but we're going to change it. So instead of Arcane Burn, it's going to be a Fell Burn. And since it was a 3, since you already have 3 on it, it's a 4.
Yes, indeed.
Yes, indeed. But yeah, so Ziba manages to jump. Actually, no. Ziba took 1, so technically it's a 2. So You're still Fellburn 3, so it's okay. Don't worry. It's fine. It's fine. So, Ziva mitigated part of the damage. You still take 2. But you just see this Night Saber just jumping in front of you, kind of like, get down, Mr. President. As you see Ziva just getting a hit by this fell magic bolt, as 2 others just see the shadow of Ziva and the green explosion just behind her, and then 2 others and just hit you on your chest and shoulder. With that, before we proceed, we're going to go on a break. So we'll be right back. Go get your keys, go to the bathroom, So yeah, 10 minutes, more or less. We'll be right back. See you in a bit.
Bye-bye.
Right back.
And we are back with that. Ziva gets hit by one of the fell magic bolts. Jynky, I'm going to add you a tag called Ziva is wounded. So basically, whenever you make a roll that involves Ziva, you need to activate this tag. So Ziva is wounded. It's a negative tag. Okay. With that, Leon, you just see Jynky telling Ziva to protect Mikhaila. You see Ziva just jumping toward to protect her, gets hit, but Mikhaila also gets hit by the remaining bolts. What do you do?
Bro is still floating, right?
He's still floating, yeah.
Okay, I will then throw my shield like Captain America into his direction to try and weaken his shield even more.
Okay. Then make me a detailed roll.
Detailed roll?
Mm-hmm.
All right, thank you. I might add this. I hope you do not object.
Let me see. I'm not, because I was not seeing what.
And I add this.
Yeah.
And this. Right. Okay.
Double 6s. It's a crit.
Oh shit!
How do you see if it's double 6? Oh, okay.
It says critical roll double 6s.
Okay.
Actually, let me check something, because I know there's an optional rule for it, but since it's not like an optional rule,
cool then? If you allow us.
You know what? Sure, the stage is yours.
Damn. All right. I'll spend.
You also have 3 power to spend, so
I'll spend. Okay. What I really would like to try to do is to actually shatter his shield, and my shield continues through, and it hits his face.
Sorry, Joe was telling me something, but sorry about that. But repeat what you do. Sorry.
What I would like to do is to shatter his shield completely, but my shield continues all the way, and it hits his face.
Okay. So you spend you spend enough power to get rid of the shield, and the shield continues, and it does hit his face, right in between, like the bridge of the nose and the eyebrows. So we're gonna add a bruised 1 tag to Valandis. So bruised.
Does
1
he fall
as
to
you
the
just
ground with this?
he doesn't fall completely, but he just like lowers a bit. But as you throw the shields, I'll say that shatters the shield. Your shield shatters the shield.
Okay,
continues onwards, boom, and bounces back, and you kind of just catch it, 3-point landings, Captain America style, and that's your action. Valandis just gets his hand on his face, sees a bit of blood. You wench. and he goes to throw another spell at you. Jynky, you're the closest one to this. Do you do anything?
So he throws a spell to
Towards Lian.
Lian. Okay, Lian is a big boy. He'll take it. So as he does that, I think I noticed his shield shattering. So what I want to do as a reaction is focusing my big arrow of doom on him, just shoot him with a special arrow that I have. But not before I just strap an explosive trap to it also.
I mean, you also have the stuff connected to your arrow if you want to shoot.
Yeah, and I want to put an explosive trap on top of that. Like.
Okay. Roll me that.
So going forward, using my stringed weapon of doom.
You add the wounded and -2 the. No, Zivo's wounded doesn't play because you're not using Zivo.
Okay. So the roll and roll.
So -2 because it's
It's an 11.
13, 11. Okay. So you still have 3 power to.
Yeah, spend all the power that I have if possible.
Okay. You spend all the power. Do you want to wound him? Do you want to? He hasn't cast the spell yet, so.
Okay, I want
you just hit it.
If killing him outright is not an option, or blowing a limb, I want to just knock him out on the floor. And wound him, of course. Okay. Wound him and knocking him out on the floor with the force of the blast.
Okay. As he goes to prepare to cast the spell, your arrow finds its mark as it kind of hits him on the shoulder and kind of goes look at the arrow sticking to him, sees the piece of arcane crystal and the small trap contraption that he has. What? Just explodes. We're gonna change this bruise to a wounded 3. So wounded 3, as he just has this burnt mark, shoulder probably dislocated, as he kind of looks at you furiously. With that, is gonna just extend his arms towards the circle all around you, and will start to gather the arcane energies, as he is going to basically concentrate them and bring his hand downwards as this blast wave starts to form all around him. So the first one that would be hit would be Lian. Lian, what is your reaction to this?
Well, I have no shield, no spear. Can I try to dodge?
Sure. Detailed roll.
Detailed roll.
Your shield, by the way, your shield returned to your hand. I told you to just grabbed it as it kind of ricocheted back.
Wow. Then I'm gonna defend with the shield.
It was a crit, bro. Come on.
Okay. Perfect. Beautiful. Okay, let me see then. Okay, and this can forget. Okay, I'm gonna go with this. Yeah. Very interesting.
Is that a 5?
Yes, it is.
That is, in fact, a 5.
Oh,
so
no.
We'll be right back to it. The next one getting hit by this wave will be Jynky, since he's the closest one. Jynky, how do you react to this?
I want to shoot him another arrow.
So you're not going to protect yourself. You just, fuck it.
No, I'll just jump. I'll jump forward and another. Is he on the floor now?
He's on the floor, but he just made this blast wave that's going to hit you if you don't avoid it. So, how do you avoid this? That's a reaction.
Am I near any pillar then? Usually when the DM says the same thing twice.
Right now you'd be like close to a pillar to the right, not the one where the elemental was, the other one to the right.
Okay, so I want to get behind the pillar.
Okay. And I'd say make me a detailed roll. You can. I'm gonna add you like a +1 because of the pillar, but get the tags that you think apply to.
Okay, probably hunting skills, dark spear troll, dark spear hunter, mobile archery.
Yes, even though you're not like shooting mobile archery, I'd say we apply
mobile parts.
Yeah. Wounded.
So,
roll it. You have also +1 from the pillar, so that's an 11. Then -2 from the scene, so it's a 10. Yeah, perfect 10. With the 10, and still with a power of 1, you do manage to mitigate the blast, but we'll be right with you. The next one getting hit by this would be Mikhaila.
Yeah.
So, how do you react to this green flame blast wave that's coming towards you?
She's been pretty wounded and pretty shaken up. As she saw him preparing the thing, she had a quick moment to think, I either don't do nothing, and this goes the same way as it always did, and we end up in the same outcome, or help me gods, I have to try to do something. So I want to try to use my magic to shield and repel it back to him. Because I have the thing that allows me to mimic the spell casting. I'm trying to shield myself and then throw it back.
All right. Okay. Detailed roll. Pick the tags that you think apply. And given the time, I'd say your arcane charge is at 2 right now.
Okay, let's put the burden, the arcane, and the sickness first. Then Stillwater's mind, stillness of mind, my resonance, my arcane seer, my shielding, so I have syncopation on it. Mimicking is the sound stealer, and the arcane melody. Would I add sound sensitivity here as well because of the cumulative effect?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. Yeah. Especially now because you're currently fell wounded.
Yeah, pretty beaten up.
Yeah, pretty beaten up.
Okay, let's go. Let's try. It's a 17.
-2 because of the other thing.
It's a crit.
Still, that's a lot. Holy shit. It also crit. Okay.
Let's go.
Okay.
Yes.
Let's go. We banging. We balling.
We'll be right with you. Silarian, you'll be the last one to get hit since at this moment it will be arriving at the pillar. What would you do?
Just tell me something. How are the crystals affixed atop of the pylons?
They are like hovering above of this socket, like metallic piece. Like they're not fixed to it; they're just floating like this.
All right. So what I wish to do is climb up the pylon, grab hold of the crystal.
This is to react towards the flame.
Yes.
So just
yes. I'll just run up and then, since I'm here, try to rip off the crystal, the top of the pylon.
Okay. Do me a detailed roll.
All right.
I'd say at +1 because of the pillar.
What the hell am I gonna add here? See hope. I think I'm gonna add true magic to this.
We're not here yet.
Excellent time.
Okay.
Protector of the well. Keen senses always.
All right.
That was a 9.
A 9. Okay. All right. You still have a power of 2. So, let's start from the top. So, Lian,
Yes.
unfortunately, you try to get your shield in front. However, it's not really enough to get get the protection that you need, because you're pretty much in ground zero for this attack. So you get hit with the full brunt of the fell magic. And we're also going to change the arcane burn to fell burn. And it's going to be on 3. Actually, no, technically on 4.
Damn. You're not very nice.
No, I'm not being very nice. This is a BG. What the fuck do you expect me to do? So as the wave just passes you, you get your shield and you start seeing the edges of your shield start to not burn, wither. You actually see the metal parts start to rust away. The wood starts to disintegrate. As you see the pieces of wood of your shield start to disintegrate, the metal parts start to rust away as the flames kind of start creeping in from the edges and grab a hold of you as the wave just passes you. You feel your fur start to burn. It's not nice. It's not nice. And as it continues on, Jynky, you do manage to get behind the pillar. Let me just... you still get Fellburn 4. Not 4, 3, because you were protected by the pillar. So Fellburn, and it's a 3. There you go. All right, so you get behind the pillar, but not like in the enough time that you needed to protect yourself. You still get burned, like part of your legs caught in the fire, and with that, as you two are caught in this wave, Silerian and Mikhaila. Mikhaila, you manage to, with your arcane knowledge, I'm gonna tell you. I'm gonna ask you, like, how do you, like, receive this unknown energy, like the sicklish green energy that you never try to control, and send it, like, mirror it back at Valendis?
When she focuses on herself, on everything, on the overload she's feeling, on the burn she's feeling, on her own magic, it's almost visible. Do you know how when you see in concerts the little membranes vibrating from the columns?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's the same thing. The air starts vibrating around her, but it's timed. It's almost like it's marking a rhythm. And
like a metronome.
A metronome, yeah. Exactly when the wave is going to hit is when the metronome would click, and it's just in that split second it washes back to him.
Okay. So, with that, in that moment, as you throw back this wave, as you just, like, receive it, the blast wave kind of reaches your location. Around you, it continues, like, onwards to the back of the room, but in the place where you caught it, you're just like this immovable object, as there's this slice of ground behind you that was not affected by the green flames. They just gather it and start condense it, and in the right time you just send it back. It feels chaotic at first, but with your arcane energies, you just manage to get that sense of order in there as the flames start to turn from green to a normal orange type of flame, as you just switch in the same way. Like where there is chaos, order can also thrive, as you just start to, in your mind and with your knowledge of arcane magic, you start to order every single strand of magic. And you send it back. At that moment, Silarian, you manage to get up. You do avoid the damage, if I'm not mistaken. Let me just check your power. Power of 2. Okay, you don't manage to avoid all the damage.
All right.
But I will... Well, 3. Oh, you still take 1, because you still had the pillar from... regardless. You... Arcane Burn, not Arcane Burn, we want Fell Burn. Fell Burn. There you go. Boinkers. Okay. But in that moment where Mikhaila redirects the spell, you do manage to just shoulder tackle the crystal. I'm going to use this as part of Mikhaila's critical. Manage to shoulder tackle the crystal as it just falls towards the center of the room. You just see the arcane crystal like filled with energy, just going towards the center, right between Mikhaila and Valendis. And Mikhaila, with your power of 5, we're going to add 3 more because of the charged arcane crystal that will just blow up in Valendis' direction. So with that, that'll be enough modifiers to put Valendis 6 feet under. So in the words of our well-known game of D&D from Critical Role, how would you like to do this?
Yeah.
Oh boy. Okay. So let me get this straight. The crystal explodes in front of me, is that it?
Like you see, as soon as the spell leaves your hand, you see the crystal falling right in between the spell and Valendis. It's just blows up and continues forward with that boost of energy. So just tell me, how gloriously is this?
She will look at him. She's not looking at. She's looking directly at the guy. And she's just going to focus all of her vibrations on her burned hand. She's looking straight at him and she will say, "You see, you claimed to be stronger, to be smarter, and you claimed others to be weak. Without the things that you drained, you're nothing." And she's just going to blast the crystal and send the shards directly at all of his body to pierce him from top to bottom.
Not only do you send the shards, like the impact is so forceful, the shards of the crystal go flying so fast that the energy cannot accompany it. But it accompanies it right after, as Valendis is just pierced by the crystal shards, and then the blast wave from the counter spell, so to speak, and the energy inside the crystal just barrages him, completely evaporating his body, just leaving a pile of ash on the floor. With that, without the caster, the arcane pylons start powering down, the mirror images start to flicker away. In your pocket, something also starts to vibrate.
Oh, it's the orb.
The orb. And as you look at the orb, you feel that sensation that somebody's looking at you again, as it just cracks and the pieces fall on the floor. As the scene modifier just evaporates because Xavius was peeking on you through the orb, and he knew whatever you were gonna do. You're being spied.
That little.
But yeah, with that, as you gather your bearings, before you are brought back to the present, I want each and every one of you to tell me, what would you do next? Mikhaila, you with this knowledge that your people are meddling with powers that they do not comprehend. Salarian, with your knowledge that your people are endangering the well. Leon, with your knowledge that Night Elves have a real thirst for power. Well, Kaldorei have a real thirst for power, and you're like with something that you should deliver to their queen, something that your emperor told you that you would understand once you delivered. And Jynky, you're just here for the ride, man. So tell me, let's start with Mikhaila. What is Mikhaila course of action before she returns to the future? Present.
She would go to where she studies, where she studied in the past, and she would spend quite some time describing in heavy detail everything that happened to her professor and everything that she knows it will happen if they continue on this course.
Kind of let your future self kind of merge slightly.
Yeah.
But yeah, you'll do that. Salarian?
Larian would gather up all the evidence that he could, make a report about what happened, a very detailed one, and try to prepare not only to talk with his boss's boss, let's say it like that, to look out for not only the outsiders but the insiders as well. And also to maybe try, with the help of Jynky, try to set up some kind of interchange with the trolls to use their expertise on traps and things like that to protect the well.
6 months in each side, yes. Cultural
exchange. Yeah.
Cultural exchange.
I think Jynky would probably agree to that. He wouldn't take you to the Dark Spirit Trolls per se, because they're like really xenophobic, and they would kill you.
Wait, Dark Spirit were not a thing yet. There's Zandalari still.
The Zin-Azshari. Okay, the Zin-Azshari. They're even more xenophobic. But yeah, probably you would take an apprentice from your side, and we'll give you one promising troll that would like to know more beyond his culture.
Yeah, that's perfect.
Probably
Okay.
that. Probably Jynky will also teach you how to have a pet, because he judges you a lot for not having one as a hunter. So like
These damn marksmanship hunters.
But yes, probably he would. Yes.
Fantastic.
And Leon, you still have your mission to complete.
Okay. Since my emperor said nothing about opening or not opening the box, I want to open the box to make my decision.
Okay. And I'm going to send you what you see through message.
All right.
Okay?
Okay.
It's your decision.
I'll deliver the box.
Okay. And as you arrive at Zin-Azshari, walk through the city streets, you're guided by the guards towards the royal palace, where Queen Azshara awaits. Very elegant, like light blue skin, beautiful white dress, white hair, like falling, cascading down her back. Just adorned with rings, bracelets, jewelry, necklaces. Like, she screams like royalty in all the inches that make herself. She's just sitting on this like chaise-longue, like couch in a way, just getting some fruit as you approach. Some guards are just positioned behind her. And as you approach, an envoy of the Pandaren. What brings you here, child?
My emperor wishes you to deliver this box to you. It says it is a gift.
He said he also he told you at the time that this box contains every arcane knowledge that the Night Elves would ever need.
Okay, I explained just that. This has all the arcane knowledge that the Night Elves would ever need.
And as you extend your hands towards the box, one of the guards goes, picks it up, goes next to Queen Azshari, and opens it, revealing an empty box. And with that, Queen Azshari is left confused. Takes her some time to understand what this sign of goodwill and farewell from the Pandaren people. Because after this, in the storyline, the Pandaren cut ties with the Night Elves. Because they were getting too drunk on power. Wonder why. You all feel yourselves being pulled to the present as you arrive at the temporal conflux once more. Mikhaila, you leave behind your Night Elven self, back to your Naga self. Still, Aryn, you lose your long years and come back as your human form, as Audric Ward takes place. Lian, you lose your fur, turn back into a human. Beatrice. And Jynky, you look pretty much similar as you come back to the present. And you're greeted by Chromie as the little gnome, because it's in fact a bronze dragon in this guy, in his avatar, in her avatar shape. So, how did it go?
Perfect. It went really good. I met some strange and different persons.
Right. Well, from what I could gather, and she kind of just starts creating this, like, almost like a screen with, like, sand, like golden sand. It was not enough to, stop the Burning Legion from trying and coming into our world, but given Mikhaila's interference, they did manage, and Solarian also, did manage to get some more information, much needed information to counter their advances. And, other points of arcane collection were destroyed all around the Well of Eternity, so you managed to stop the destruction of the well. It didn't explode. They did manage to seal it on time, seal the portal on time, without having to, break the world. So I'd say that's a really good job, fellas. That timeline seems pretty good. Also, it seems that the trolls and the Night Elves kind of had an alliance at some point. Oh, would have thought.
I want to approach Chromie and ask him, but Chromie, there's the question about the payment.
Right. So I'm gonna have to go talk to Nordsdorm about that. So you just go get a drink, smoke a cigar somewhere, just find a comfortable place, and we'll be right with you.
And if you have any more missions like this, there's other places in time I would like to visit. Someone once told me that Stratum was really nice one day.
Oh yeah, Stratholm is pristine.
Oh no.
Oh no. But yeah, with that, Mikhaila and Beatrice, do you want to say anything before you just take your time to rest after this tiring mission?
I'll check my body first, because I believe there's some kind of confusion, because you embrace the memories of the other.
And like pat yourself. No fur.
No panda ears. All right.
Yeah, no panda ears. So you're yourself. You're Beatrice.
Okay. I take a deep breath. I just turn to everyone and I bow to everyone and say, "Great job. It was a great journey.
Indeed it was.
I guess we'll all keep these memories, huh?"
Cherish them. They're a part of you now.
I'll try. Thank you.
I'll give everyone a cigar as a parting gift.
This time Beatrice accepts.
I hope we all meet again sometime.
And Mikhaila?
When Beatrice was saying these things, Mikhaila was just like, okay, there's the membrane. She looks at the cigar, she looks at Jynky, she looks at the cigar. I'm gonna sleep, and she slithers away.
All right. Okay. So with that, we conclude the magic of Zin-Azshari timeline. Thank you all for joining us on stream. A very big thank you to my players. I hope you enjoyed playing Legend in the Mist in World of Warcraft.
It was awesome. Thank you.
I liked it a lot.
I am loving the system so much, and I hope you guys have been enjoying it too, because the system is so cool. God damn it. Fuck.
Yes, it is.
But yeah, with that, thank you all so much for watching today's session. If you wish to watch our sessions, you can find them on YouTube, or you can listen to them on Spotify or any other podcast listening platforms that you use. Don't forget to join us on Instagram, TikTok, and Blue Sky to keep up with some of our best moments. And for all subscribers on Twitch, if you wish to watch today's VOD, you can do it right now, right here on Twitch. But before we say goodbye, as we have implemented a few weeks ago, I will ask our guests to leave out here where we can find them and their work and anything you want to promote that you've been working on right now. So, Barbs?
Oh no, I haven't been doing anything interesting. I just stop by here from time to time. That's it.
And that's perfect. Don't worry. Capesk?
If I'm allowed, I don't want to shout out myself. I want to shout out my friend Hidari.
Oh.
And give a shout out to his podcast, Dados e Dragões. You can find him on Spotify and on YouTube. He does a podcast of our campaigns and some guides on how to start with Candela and Daggerheart. It's very good listening in Portuguese. So give him a look up.
Kazama?
Nothing, thank you. I only do private projects.
And that's fine too.
That's
Maya?
First of all, I want to thank the guild for inviting me. Had a blast. If the DM wants, I'll be around playing again more World Legends of the Mist, but I just love it.
Let's fucking go.
Awesome system, awesome DM, awesome concept. Really enjoy it. Bardos Mondego will be on the Coimbra's popular fair on the 19th of July, together with After School with K-pop and IQ Cosplay with a cosplay contest. So from 3 p.m. to 7. So if you guys want to drop by and say hi, just feel free. And we're also going to be on Expo Fasik during the entire event. So just drop by. And thank you all.
All right. So thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you on Thursday at 9:30 p.m. GMT for Curse of Strahd Reloaded Q&A. So bye-bye.
Bye-bye.